Hi, welcome to another weekly garden update. If anyone's following along, I'm currently located zone 8B. I'm about half hour from College Station, Texas, hour and a half from Houston, kind of in that area. So out here, I continue to regret where I planted the onions, but the waters of Lake Onion are slowly receding. I think it's still about 4 inches deep. We did get some rain this week. If you look down here, the new bok choy, are coming up. These guys are, I don't know, maybe an inch tall now. And that's the only bok choy that survived the freeze. Let's go over and look at the carrots. Okay, carrots. These are actually starting to look pretty good. They're not quite ready for harvest yet, but they're getting bigger. They're definitely looking like carrots. You can see a little bit sticking up there. Those are tiny though. Probably too crowded. Things to learn from next year. Space out the carrots more. These are the chard that survived the freeze. I'm going to start more chard from seed soon, and these definitely have some bug pressure if you look in there. But they'll probably be okay. Continuing over here, these are my garlic buckets. And this was just store-bought garlic that I planted in leftover dirt. And so we had a little bit of frost on the surface there. But they're coming up. It'll be interesting to see how they do. This one's not coming up at all. But anyways, this week, the only major structural change here is I got this bed built. Now, my plan is in the spring, as things dry out, I'm going to take water out of the retaining pond on the other side of Lake Onion and use that to fill the raised bed. There's enough stuff growing in there. It's probably decent soil. And frankly, I need to make Lake Onion deeper. So I'm going to be doing that for a while. I also set up a rainwater capture system accidentally by leaving the wheelbarrow near the corner of the roof. So that caught a bunch of nice rainwater, which I'm using to water. So all of these containers are filled with rainwater. Coming inside, the calamansi tree is getting a little taller. And over here, the only pepper I've got in this pot is that one there, and it's got absolutely no leaves left. And we'll see how the other plants in there go. This one actually might be a pepper too. And I threw some radish seeds in there. And anyways, over here, this pepper is going long and sideways. Now, I think that's probably because it's reaching for the light over there. And I've got a bunch of radish seeds down here. I probably should be more careful about how I plant seeds, because these are just going all over the place, and I'm not sure they've got enough. The seeds were down far enough to get a good root system started. Over here, let's start with watermelons. The fact that some of these are yellow kind of makes me wonder if I need to add some fertilizer or something to these. I discovered a couple of the seeds were simply upside down and the roots were coming out above the soil, so I flipped them over with these 3 little seedlings at the front. And we'll see how they go. The Black Moon hybrid, I think these are eggplant, I have had one come up. So that's such a low germination rate, I'm not sure I'm going to do that again. Also notice if you look in there, some of the soil is turning green. So I'm wondering if I've got some sort of bacteria or something growing on top of these. Those peppers back there look like they just need some more water. I hope. If we come down here, in back the peppers are all looking fine. In front though, these are tomatoes and they're not looking so great. I'm hoping to pot these on Sunday So the fact that they're leggy, like all the way down here, that should be okay. Because I'm going to bury them basically up to there is all going to be underground. And this little fine, looks like hairs on them, are actually going to form roots. So that should end up with a deep root system. Just added that when I replant them. I'm not sure exactly what herb that was that my wife planted, but they're growing. And over here, these radishes need to get moved outside and planted in the ground. Again, I've got weird colored leaves coming out of these, and I'm not sure if I should be worried about that or not. And I think I finally got my chicken brooder set up, ready to go. I've got feed, a warming plate. If anyone has any experience with the Eco Glow safety, let me know. I'm a little worried, like the engineer in me is worried that when something here will fail, what my redundancies are. And that seems like a single point of failure because I don't have an easy replacement for that heat. I don't know, if anyone's got experience with those, let me know how they did. And then I've got feed ready to go. Picked up chick grid at Tractor Supply last week. And a bunch of pine shavings to use for bedding once they get a little taller. So if anyone's got feedback on what I should do differently, like if there's any problems with my chicken setup for baby chicks, please let me know in the comments because I am completely new to chickens. And I've got 4 weeks, I think, till I can actually go buy the chickens at the store. Tractor Supply said it was going to be February 20th that they were expecting to get their chickens in. But anyways, that's it for this week.